to welcome everybody back to Berryfield, but I know we are returning to a situation that we've never faced before. I understand there are stressors going on both inside and outside these gates that we've never experienced before, and I want to assure you that we are here to make Berryfield a safe haven. I want you to know that if you have stresses in your life that I will never experience or your team will never experience, I want you to know that we understand that and we are here to listen because we are one family, we are one team. I need us to have the conversations because we need to know what is going on in every team member's life. Men and women of every race and every religion have fought and died in foreign soil to protect the freedoms, to allow peaceful protests to go on in America. As we speak, the men and women of the 118th Security Forces are deployed to protect those freedoms, to allow the peaceful protests and the peaceful messages to be heard throughout America. They've also been continuously deployed around the state for the last 3 months, defending the test centers and also providing traffic management service where needed around the state. Beyond the current civic crisis affecting the nation, I want to take a moment to remind everybody of the heroic efforts that have continued ever since the beginning of March when the deadly tornadoes first struck Tennessee, continuing through the ongoing COVID pandemic that we are all still facing.
Late March the 2nd and through the early morning hours of March the 3rd, our city, Middle Tennessee, and Eastern Tennessee were ravaged with tornadoes that did millions of dollars of damage and unfortunately took the lives of many Tennesseans while they slept. Within just a few hours, the 118th Wing jumped into action. Our Civil Engineering Squadron, Prime Power Team deployed to help restore power at a water treatment facility. Our heavy equipment crew provided support to the cleanup efforts at Mount Juliet Middle School, moving over 2 million pounds of brush and debris. The emergency management team set up a temporary facility for Army medical personnel to conduct screenings for the Joint Force Headquarters personnel. Our 118th Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance Airmen analyzed imagery from commercial satellites and open source websites.
Each one of these little dots here represents a structure that has been affected.
Master Sergeant Jared Darnell says in Davidson County alone, it's more than 1,000.
To have the entirety of this tornado path sitting in front of you is pretty awe-inspiring, not in a good way.
Here, he places the images on a map, grabs the coordinates, and assesses the damage, information that will wind up in both the governor and president's hands.
The Wing had 50 airmen directly combating the spread of COVID-19 by screening everyone who attempted to enter the base. 118th Medical Group Airmen have served tirelessly at assessment centers across the state by providing more than 80,000 tests to the citizens of Tennessee.
I think being in the Tennessee National Guard is, we're always prepared. We're always vigilant, on guard.
Lieutenant Rachel Sheeran's latest task,
This is a first.
suiting up to be on the front lines of the recent COVID-19 outbreak at the Gallatin Center for Rehabilitation and Healing.
Our medical airmen, as well as Tennessee Guard soldiers who were spread across the state, were supported by our 118th Wing chaplains who traveled thousands of miles to provide a friendly face and support.
News Channel 5's Sina Saleem shows us how chaplains are supporting our service members.
To support our service members, Tennessee National Guard chaplains have been deployed across the state.
Our chaplains are able to go out and visit them at their hotel lobby and practice social distancing, and to just ask them how they're doing, how their day is going.
Mike Pettinelli, our DPH, airman of the Family Readiness Office, and Chaplain Dunbar also made many contacts with airmen from the 118th during these challenging times. We couldn't have done all this without support from our community. Our own airmen and their families stepped up to make masks for the entire wing. I want to personally thank our LRS team. They have provided countless hours of vehicle maintenance, and they have prepped and provided a completely operational fleet during this entire crisis. I continue to be amazed every day at the selflessness and the volunteerism of every member of the 118th Wing. During this time, you protected your team, you protected your families, and you protected the missions around the base. You answered the call of the President of the United States, of the Governor of Tennessee, and of the TAG. Thank you for all that you do. You're true patriots. I'm here to serve you. Thank you very much.